some amazing judo last 3 days, haven't we? And it hasn't disappointed all the way through. We've seen all-out action and just the young fighters just going for it, and not that many penalties really. One or two disappointments in the semi-finals there. Things that they'll go back with their coaches and have a look at it and maybe learn the rule. The Yoko Tomonagi directly into the Jujigatami and stuff like that, not allowed at the moment. But it's just one of those. It's a learning process, and these young fighters have been doing us proud. Judo, looks good for the future.
Yeah, I haven't seen any nations, any coaches coming over and saying I've been completely robbed or I don't understand why that was done. There have been a couple of times, like you mentioned, with the Tomoe straight into the Jujigatami. That was something that they had they failed on.
Yeah,
and then a couple of gripping things.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? I mean, the thing is that when the coaches are shouting things at the referees and they don't know the rule themselves, then who's done the fighter the misjustice? It's not the referees, but the coach, for not knowing that particular part, or not maybe keeping up to date with the up-to-date rules as they should. You might not agree with everything that's there, and you might not agree with a lot of it, but you've still got to abide by the rules, and it cost somebody dearly in the semi-finals there. But
it cost the Japanese on day 2 a contest. Today they escaped one penalty when they quite clearly should have had one for breaking off the grip.
Yeah, with the leg.
With the leg.
Yeah.
They got away with that. But when I've spoken to them, they've been very receptive at saying, "Oh, yep, sorry, we missed that one."
Yeah, I think that the great thing, the absolute positive about this whole tournament is the steady progression, and obviously the coaches, the parents of the youngsters as well, learning that it's all about progression. The whole idea of this tournament here is to take the youngsters through. It's not about the actual medal. It is to them now, but actually looking down the road, it's about going into the juniors, developing from the juniors through to the seniors and winning at senior level.
Okay, we have got 4 weight categories for you in this final block. It's the under 57 and under 63 kilo categories for women, and it's the under 73 and under 81 kilo categories for men. We're about to get underway with the first of the bronze medal matches in the under 57 kilo category, and that features Anna Gulite of Latvia. She'll be up against... Oh, I've done it again.
You went to the other one, didn't
you? Yeah, I went to the second one because there's one on the top. It's Julia Bulander of Poland. She faces Savita Russo of Italy. It'll be Bulander in the white judogi, Russo in blue. The referee in the middle, when he does make an appearance, will be Craig Bartlett of New Zealand. It's mat 2. We just got the one mat.
Yeah, looking forward to this, and away we go here. The crowd have been terrific. I have to say that they've been very supportive, especially when the home nation comes out to fight, as you would expect. And like I say, enthusiastic parents as well that have obviously travelled a long way to see some of their fighters, their daughters, sons fighting. But that's expected at cadet level. Great tournament, and so far they've given us 3 days of amazing judo.
Bulander came from the top half of the draw, and she had to overcome Tomic of Slovenia in round 2, Sarah Joy Bauer of Germany in round 3, and then she came unstuck against Lintoy Chanabam of India in her quarter-final. That put her down into the repechage contest, where she overcame Ganbat Munktoya of Mongolia. So that brought her to this contest.
Yeah, we've got to get to the quarters at least to qualify for any kind of medal chance, and that means if you lose in the quarters, you get a final repechage match. Lose in the semis, you come down automatically, cross over, and fight the winner of the repechage on the opposite side. So here they go then, these two, Belander in white here, Russo in blue, and it's for the first medal of the evening. All medal matches tonight. Afternoon or night? Kind of late afternoon, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, late afternoon by the time we finish up.
It won't be far off. Seen some good ashiwazas today as well. Some nice little foot sweeps here. It's always great to see the youngsters doing the ashiwazas, using them, because then they understand the importance of them, not only to throw for ippon, but to also to set up techniques, change balance, create balance, and to readjust balance. So look at this drop Seoinage. Oh, it's almost Taitoshi, isn't it, there, off the sleeve. A lot of drop techniques off the sleeves that we've been seeing, and don't mix it up with Suri Komigoshi, which is Suri means lift, pull. It goes upwards in trajectory, and if it goes downwards, then this is the Kodokan that corrected me. If it's off the sleeves, goes downwards, it's just a variation of the Seoinage. Kind of contacted me and said, please,
oops,
Mr. Adams, don't make that mistake again. There's a lot, actually, of techniques off the sleeve, especially the lighter weight categories right the way through. And we have only seen a couple where they're actually pinning the sleeves down, a couple of penalties there, and mostly we've seen positive stuff off the sleeves. Different things coming from it as well. Ouchi, Osoto coming. The Seoinage movements, of course, and we've been seeing plenty of this as well, transition into the newaza. Rosso then trying to tie up the top half to take that leg out. This is a situation where we've seen a lot of the Japanese fighters so successfully take that leg out. Now she's going to kick it out. Oh, almost. Now has she got it? She has got it. Russo has got it here. Belander, is bridging out of it, trying to get out here, and she's got out.
Just on the 10. I wonder if, yes, the score does go on the board.
She's still going to try and get that out here. As if the referee thinks that there's a possibility that it's going to end in ippon, he'll let it carry on here. If he doesn't, then he won't. But she's going to do the Kashiwazaki way of doing it. I thought she was going to do there, where she ties the arm off and then pushes the top leg and pulls the bottom one. It's going to be a mate in a minute. Well, the seconds absolutely ticking away now into the last minute here, and that still could come out.
I think he'll stop it now.
Well, he's let that go and go and go, hasn't it? It's been a work in progress, it really has. Well, for any of you out there that say, well, the referee is standing, or the referees are standing them up too early, well, they're not anymore, all right? And that's a lot of work gone into that to develop that possibility of anything that's developing, they let it carry on. More time in newaza ends in more ippons on the ground. Belander knows that she needs something now, big technique just to even it all up, and it's a good technique there from Russo. Quick look at the clock there, 10 seconds to go. Be careful for the rush here from Belander. Now, on the defensive there, you see going backwards there. Another medal for Italy.
Indeed, it's the the third bronze medal that they've taken at these championships. They've had a gold in the under 52 kilo category with Gaia Massimetti. Rebecca Valeriani took a bronze in the under 44 kilo category. Federico Bossis took a bronze in the under 66 kilo category, and now it's the turn of Savita Russo to come up with a bronze medal winning performance.
This was the hold down, and as soon as that leg came out there, she had to hold her there. She held her for 10 seconds, got the Wazari, and then we saw a lot of time down there. I was going to say wasted. It wasn't wasted. She was going for the Ippon all the time.
We've got a second bronze medal contest coming up now. Anna Gulita of Latvia goes up against Emma Melis of France. It'll be Gulita in the white judogi, Melis in blue, and the referee in the middle for this one is Cosmin Cristia of Romania.
So away they go. Second bronze medal then up for grabs. Look how they dominate the sleeves here. The gripping strategies, I've got to say, now a lot better. Even the cross grips and things like that, given a lot more time to develop, and you've got time to set up the angle of approach, the situation that is best for you to attack. It's not immediately stop and penalise. And that can only be a good thing, I think.
Managed to step off that, looked to get involved in something on the ground, but it didn't develop. Quiet start to this second bronze medal contest. We've had some terrific Ippons during the day. Kind of got my fingers crossed that we'll get some in the final block as well. It can get a little bit nervy. I'm not suggesting that that doesn't happen in round one, but
no,
you do see some big ones early on.
You hope, don't you, that it's going to be an amazing final block, not too much tactics. But, I mean, I've got to say, over the 3 days, we haven't seen hardly any tactics being played. One or two more aware of the gripping strategies than others, and that's okay. Again, it's learning how to play the game. I mean, always used to say to my youngsters that you've got to know the rules. You know, it's no good if you're playing soccer, for example, and you don't know the offside rule, then you're going to get caught time and time again with the offside rule, you know, so you have to know it. So important that it's not just about going out there and fighting. You have to fight to the rules as well. That's going to be now. Did you? I wasn't far off, actually. I'm not so sure she didn't direct that. There. Let's have a look at the landing. Who initiates?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So actually, Blue initiated there. So Blue initiated and actually went down to ground there. And for it to be any kind of counter, you need the other person to really drive them backwards there, and it's got to be. They've got to own it. It's a good way of explaining it.
It is.
Got to own it.
And that wasn't the case this time round.
No, it certainly wasn't.
Just fell on her. He had his turn in the chair yesterday. Successful as well. Gilles Naron of France.
Well, that was a standing silhouette attempt there, and again we're in the same situation here that we've seen time and time again, attacking from the front there, looking for the Sangaku turn and the progression into not only the strangle but then the hold down. Osoto to Osoto. One of the big dangers there, attacking that front leg. When you get right to right or left to left, the leg that's forward there, they haven't got it forward for no reason. It's normally because they're quite strong off it, and if you get caught with something, it's normally the technique that you're actually looking for.
That wasn't that good, I'm afraid, from Melis. Looking a little bit tired here.
Yeah, anybody's match this. Is it going to go into golden score? Looks like it might. There's no, well, just one penalty on the board.
Well, there's another one now after that false attack. Did look poor, I'm afraid. It just looked, she knew she needed to attack, but it was just too weak.
I think that's half the problem, isn't it? They know that they have to do something there, and then it's to put a quality technique in.
You know what? She's beginning to struggle here. She was hopping off that attempted Ojigari, and with a better turn. Well, this has come at a perfect time for Melis, because any kind of break will just give her a couple of seconds to catch her breath. She'd have liked to have...
I was going to say, it literally wasn't it? A couple of seconds.
Oh dear. And right at the beginning of golden score, she picks up a second penalty, this time for ducking. Yeah, underneath. You can see how tired she looks. She just can't get turned around.
Yeah, a little bit of panic attacking going on here.
And that took a lot of energy as well.
Well, these attacks, and Newaza attacks, do take up a lot of energy. We've seen a few of them out on their feet today, I have to say. I think a lot of that is because of nerves as well.
Gulite's got to know that. She just made a little stab there, and there's another one. That was close. Two in a row.
Almost there, isn't she,
yes,
with that Osoto. Ouchi first, then across for the Osoto. Just manages to pull that arm in, doesn't she, there to prevent it.
Oh, chance for the Uranagi. Hasn't got the power for it. Oh dear.
Well, that might be it, mightn't it? Gulite there, just piling on the pressure. Ooh.
Just got away with it.
She did, but I mean, one more. Just a little bit of pressure here. That again, there's absolutely no rotation through there.
Yeah, there are these are better attacks from Gulite. Melis right on the edge here.
One more drop from Melis and it'll be all over. Gulite.
Yeah.
Well, that was a good one.
That's not bad, but that
that was a bad one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You know, there's just no rotation there.
Yeah.
And I got to say, like you were saying earlier, you know, did she really have to move to get off that? No.
Yeah.
She didn't need to do that. You know,
she
just take time. Attack. Yeah, she just had an attack in.
But she decided that her only way out was to throw in as many attacks as possible. And she really did look drained. Not in the last, you know, just as they went into the golden score period, she just began to look drained. Gave everything.
No rotation. didn't move her opponent, no hands, and really, she didn't need to move, did she, to avoid that?
No. So Anna Gulita takes the first of the bronze medal contests in the under 57 kilo category. We've got a second bronze medal contest. Sorry, we've come to the final. We had the first. It was Russo who took the first of the bronze medals. Gulita the second. I've got to concentrate a little bit more, Neil. Coming up next, the final of the under 57 kilo category. Lintoy Chanabam of India goes up against Bianca Reis of Brazil. It'll be Chanabam in the white judogi, Reis in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Vitaly Sulima of Ukraine.
Well, what an opportunity for India to take a gold medal at the World Championships. And that is truly amazing. Chanabam here did a great job in the semi-final. What a beautiful ouchigari she did there to get through to the final. You see the percentage there of people that are putting bets on there. The ones out there that looking at past form, but I tell you, Chanabam is not going to give this up easily, and Reis of Brazil has got to find her way through. Well, they've got to attack both of them. There's no good. They're both of them just tapping away here, and I think Chanabam just a little bit of afraid here of losing, as opposed to getting in there and attacking. You know, she's scared to attack. Now she goes. Brazilian looking for the double lapel turn there into the hold down. Be interested to know where Chanabam is training.
I'm not sure.
Well, we know she's got a lovely ouchi that she drives off, and just looks to me as if Reis is waiting for it. Kosoto! Wazari scored! Beautiful change of direction there from Chanabam.
Coach would like Ippon. So
I bet he would.
In order that it could be all over.
He needs to sit down, I think.
Yeah.
Really needs to sit down.
Yeah.
Nice Kosoto, wasn't it? Beautiful driving Kosoto. So was Harry given there? They overruled the coach.
Crowd like it for Ippon.
Yeah. I love the change of direction there. I mean, she just surprises everybody. She was just waiting for the right moment. Well, you got to have a look at that. They both kind of fell together there, didn't they? Certainly Arias started that one off there, but Chanabam tried for the counter, and they kind of fell together. Always better just to leave it in that situation. Look at the change there.
Yeah, and the left, for me, the right arm is going out to try and protect from the fall from the Brazilian.
Yeah.
So for me, she's just falling off the technique. Yeah, he's had to leave.
Yeah, so the coach has been asked to leave there for Chanabam.
Right, minute 20 odd left to go. This is a really tricky time now for Chanabam. Can she hold on to it? She hasn't picked up a Shido, which is great news for her tactically. I
think she's just playing a really good, very intelligent match here. She is kind of waiting, and I didn't realise that was going to be the
tactic,
game, the tactic here. But she's playing a waiting game, but attacking at the right time. No penalties on the board here, and into the last minute now. She's kind of half waiting for the right moment. She will get a Shido here for this. She'll get Shido, and now she'll have to attack.
48 seconds.
Out of danger. She's got to get a Shido, surely. So she gets the Shido. Well, and that's going to be probably 2.
It's got to be a different tactic now in this last 36 seconds. You know your opponent is coming at you. You've got to be really, really strong in the grips. You can't afford to... That was close, almost.
Well, exactly the same, wasn't it? There she goes. You've got to say to yourself, did she counter with the Uranagi? Yes, she does. Look at that. And was there enough control for the actual counter to the counter? No, there wasn't. 20 seconds, and this is going to be a Shido again. They've got to give it, surely. Oh, that might be on. Is that shimmy waza on? No, it's not.
Good turn.
Just manages to turn out there. 6 seconds left on the clock. And they've got to give the Shido. Surely that's a second Shido there, because she's been running. Gold medal for India, and that was an amazing performance. She was running without a shadow of a doubt for a minute and a bit, and I think that should have had one more Shido on that board there. But credit to her, she just waited her moment. Brilliant.
Well, as far as I know, it's the first ever world title that at any level, cadet, junior, senior, definitely haven't had one in seniors and juniors. The only place they could have had it that we may have missed it would have been in the cadets, and I don't think I'm going to miss that.
No, I don't think so. Look at that Koso de Gak there, just brilliant stuff there, just directs her. The coach obviously thought that was Ippon. I thought Wazari. It was a really good Wazari. If in doubt, don't forget, if in doubt, then the Wazari's probably the better bet.
Well, you know my thoughts on these sorts of things. If he'd given Ippon, now I'm going to have to say, no, it was definitely not Ippon, and I wouldn't have said that. I'd have said...
Better Wazari.
Well, I would have said, okay. If he'd given Ippon, I'd have said, okay, I'm going to go with that. I liked it. Not for Ippon. My score would have been Wazari. Yeah. It's to say absolutely not. No chance.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
And I thought, because it wasn't a bad Wazari, was it?
No, it wasn't. It was a brilliant Wazari. Absolutely. Anyway, India
the gold medal
gold medal.
Unbelievable. Well, actually, we can believe it because it just happened. Right, coming up next, the first of the bronze medal contest in the under 73 kilo category. Let's get this right here. Samaruddin Muksimbidinov of Uzbekistan goes up against Joshua Delang of the Netherlands. It's Muksi Bidinov of Uzbekistan in the white judogi, Delang of the Netherlands in blue, the referee in the middle. For this one,
this should be a good match as well, shouldn't it? Because Delang, we know he's the... look at that. Looks what an opener that was there. Delang had to do some gymnastics there out of that. Brilliant Kataguruma there, right the way underneath. Does he get a landing? If we can get it stopped here, just to have a look, see where the landing was. And I think it was a total overthrow, personally. Just have a look, see what part actually makes the landing. And I think they were looking to see if it was a bridge, wasn't it, for the escape. Oh, somebody's going to go. Now then, somebody's going to go. Oh, he does. Absolutely there. Delang goes over. And Muksi Bidinov there. Absolute brilliance. He was never in that match, was he? Absolutely was not in the match.
Now I know who he reminds me of.
Go on.
Frank de Witt.
Ah, that's it, Frank de Witt. Sometimes goes for Ippon, sometimes doesn't.
No, because he loves to mix it.
Yeah, he does, and he just goes out for the Ippon. Look at that, he's going for the Kosoto. Yes, I'm going to do the Kosoto here. Muxibidinov there decides that he's going to counter it. And look at that. Massive forward, front, Uchimata, variation, Uchimata, Uranagi, whatever you want to call it. It was brilliant. Absolute brilliance.
Whatever you want to call it.
It is, isn't it? It's a mixture. And you see, the thing is, we see so many, don't we, that are hybrid techniques. And, you know, we've got so many Jigoro Kanos out there, they're going to come back to me and say, oh, you were wrong. But you can't be wrong on that, can you? Whatever you want to call it.
Right, coming up next, we've got the second of the bronze medal contests in the under 73 kilo category. Antonio Medeiros of Brazil goes up against Georgi Mishvelidze of Georgia. Medeiros in the white judogi, Mishvelidze in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Gostini Balas of Hungary.
The level of this under 73 kilos has been amazing, really has. And it could have been any of these kind of 6 in the final, actually. Really could have.
I have to say that the 73 and the 81 kilo category today gave us incredible entertainment. Almost off the other side. I
was going to say, you're going to see a real mix of styles here. Beautiful drop Seanagi there from the Brazilian. Mishvelidze, watch out for the big arm over the top.
Well, it probably goes without saying that Mishvelidze is looking for the save here because he was the number 1 seed. He's got a tough one on his hands, the Brazilian, who's had to come through the lower half of the draw, lost in the quarter-final to Joshua Delanga, who we've just seen in the last bronze medal contest. And then he beat Lasha Satlalashvili of Canada in the repechage contest to set up this bronze medal contest.
It's important to for people to know what you mean by a save.
Well, if you're the number 1 seed and you don't make it to the gold medal contest, you've got to get to the final. If you don't make it there, then you know you haven't fulfilled your.
Got to save your day.
You've got to save the day. So your bronze medal, if you can win the bronze medal, that will be a save on your day. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it comes from baseball. The save is when your pitcher doesn't do it and you bring a pitcher off the bench and he comes in to save the game for you. Yeah.
I'll accept that.
He has the save.
Now I know.
Well, that's my that's my stab at it anyway.
Well, again, Medeiros right the way underneath there with that Seanagi.
But I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. You know, tell me what you think.
Exactly.
Russell Brand, I don't know if you've ever seen him. He's
no.
Crazy guy. He always says that. Let me know in the comments below. Half the contest gone. Nice clean scoreboard at the moment, Neil. No penalties picked up. Just looking for the first score.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of kind of clean sheets, haven't we? You know, they just come out, they want to exchange, and you can see it in the judo, you know, they just want to get on with it.
I like the positioning of the referee there, just as Medeiros was suggesting that he might pull that arm down and use the leg to break off that grip. He just moved around a little bit away from that sort of centre, looking at both of them, left and right, coming around a little bit just to make sure that he didn't miss anything. Minute and a half left to go.
I was going to say the positioning is so important, isn't it? You know, they can, especially with the shimiwazas and the jujis and things like that, anything close up.
Yes, in particular when they're on the ground and they're working against the arm, you've got to be in there quickly, but no more so than when the shimiwaza is on. Really want to make sure that you are on top of that. A little over a minute left to go. Mishvelidze is the fighter who's picked up the single Shido.
Yeah, it's just behind, just a little bit behind. The Seanagis have been counted. There's a second one up there to him, and just patting off. He doesn't want to grip up, feels the danger from that Seanagi. And now they're both on the sleeves here. They're going to have to do something here. So from a tactical point of view, if Modros there just thinks, well, let's stay passive, and we both get a Shido, I'm the winner.
Yeah, that makes the tactics very tricky for Mishvelidze. He can't play into that trap. Another with that low, snaking Ouchigari. He hasn't quite perfected it yet. That's what we've been saying for quite a few of them. The techniques are still in the development stage.
Well, that was a Barani at speed, wasn't it there? It just the momentum there taking him over quickly. Well, Mishvelidze knows that he's got to stay busy now. It's got no more mistakes, I'm afraid.
He's still suffering, I think, from the contest that he had with the Tajik fighter Aminjani this morning. That was an incredible battle, and Aminjani, for his part, was still suffering from the battle that he'd had with Taguliev, the Azeri. The two of them went for...
Well, hell for leather, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You know, it was. The whole thing was all systems go.
And then Mishvelidze came up against Muksibiridov of Uzbekistan. What a draw he had then. And then eventually lost his semi-final to Kihara Keita of Japan.
Brazilians going absolutely mad there, just telling their fighter, come on, you've got to go forwards, you've got to attack, be first in every time. Very close, wasn't it?
Well, he can't use the ground, can he? So that sorts that one out. And again, jeers from some of the crowd because they're unaware of the rule.
Yeah, sure.
Once he'd attacked, anything that came after that was valid for transition purposes into newaza, but not for scoring purposes.
Mishvelidze then starting to climb on top now.
There's 2 penalties. Just have him on the brink. Can't afford an error.
And that wasn't far off there. Change of direction there with the Ouchi from Medeiros. Good change of direction. Not quite there, not quite the hand control.
Whoa. Looking tired here. Finding it difficult to keep his head up. That's not a bad little effort. Even though he lost control with one hand, or lost contact with one hand. How much has he got left in the tank?
I don't think there's a lot left. I really don't. Both giving it 100%. You can't say any more than that, can you? It's just both of them out on their feet, these two, going for bronze.
Oh, here he is, caught him.
He's going to get it. Well, he gets the Ippon there. I'm not so sure it was Ippon, but we'll have a look at the landing there. The referee right on top of it, of course. Comes off the ground. It works both ways coming off the ground, doesn't it? So Ippon given, you're not going to pick the bones out of that, are you? Just lands, yes, absolutely, on his back. So when you see it from a different angle there, you can see that he just really does land on his back. So it works two ways. You're on your hands and knees, you start coming up, the other person can attack you, but you can attack them as well. Interesting that we've seen it the other way.
Yeah, good point. We are normally looking at this with the scoring coming from the person who's standing up.
Yes.
This time it was the
It
person
worked the other way, didn't
who
it?
was getting up.
Yes, watch. As he comes up now, and then all of a sudden attacks there before he gets attacked. Nice little Kosoto there from the Georgian.
Georgi Mishvelidze of Georgia takes the second of the bronze medal contests in the under 73 kilo category. We come now to the final of the under 73 kilo category. Kihara Kato of Japan goes up against Luka Javakishvili of Georgia. It'll be Kihara in the white janogi, Javakishvili in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Ramzi Shamirov of Tajikistan. Here's Neil.
This guy has gone better and better all the way through the day and looks more and more established here. Javakashvili as well. I mean, he's been just so consistent with his performance here. And talk about clash of styles. I think we're going to see a real clash. And I think as well that they'll want to mix it. These two will want to come off before time. I don't think they'll want it to go tactically past the 4 minutes. But let's wait and see. Let's see if it's an open match. See Javakashvili there just taking a step forward. He wants to get on with this. And I don't think that Kihara will like that big arm coming over the top. So from a Georgian perspective, he'll want to stop the O-uchi and then into the uchimachi. He'll kill the techniques of Kihara as quickly as he can. But if I was his coach, that big arm coming over the top there to create a little bit of mayhem there. Oh, saying that, and he almost gets Uranagi'd there. Brilliant. Look how he comes over the top. Maybe I'll tell him different now. Well,
is there anything in it from the Georgian?
Let's have a look, slow motion. One arm,
no.
Then the second arm.
It's all, no.
For me, not. I mean, I don't think that got any kind of landing there. It went one to the other there, and no score given.
Yeah, same here. Yeah.
Might mean a small change of tactics, though.
Just attacked at the right time there. Javakashvili. You don't want to be on that side for too long. There are a couple of reasons. One, you cannot
get thrown.
Well, get thrown is one of them. I was coming to that.
And the second one.
Oh, you don't want.
Oh, that was the second one.
No, the second one was you don't want to get thrown. Yeah, because I thought there was a better punchline.
Yeah.
If I left it late, but you stole my thunder.
I beat you to it. I'm sorry.
Beat me to the punch.
It's been a long day.
A little bit too much patting away from both of them actually, and they both end up picking up.
We haven't seen many of those though, have we? We really haven't. Good seeing Aggie there, Javakashvili. Changes sides this time to the other side, so right and left.
Kihara deciding to test the Georgians.
Newaza.
See what his defence is like. And he has a little poke here and there, but it never looked really serious, did it? Kihara actually all day has shown us that he's not that interested.
No, I mean, he's landed in a couple of holds, hasn't he? You know, but it's not always by design.
Yeah, he doesn't look as though he's one of those methodical Newaza experts working things out and going through the stages. If it's there, he'll give it a go.
No,
like that. If it was there, he'll give it a shout.
Yeah.
But he knew he hadn't done anything.
No, absolutely. You know, it's just. I mean, I like the rule now that. It's got to be absolutely crystal clear that it's yours, that you've owned it, and that you control it as well. It's got to be absolute control with the Tewaza.
He gave the little ki as well, didn't he? That no one was convinced.
He's going to go for the Uranagi again, the Kiara, but got to be a little bit careful because he doesn't like that arm over there, does he? It's just Shido here. He's going to pick up a second Shido Kiara.
And it's an odd one because what we have said for quite some time is that unorthodox grips won't be tolerated unless you keep attacking. So for as long as Javikishvili was attacking, then Chiara was in a bad position.
Really
he
bad.
Fell into that. He's got a second penalty now.
Well, I said he wouldn't like the arm coming over the top, that's for sure. He might get it for that, does he?
He still has to block it.
Yeah. Into the last minute here. He had one look at the clock there. Javikashvili, though, he's done well. First 3 minutes. Why change this last minute?
I think he's got to go back to the big arm over the top and a quick Makikomi attack. Uchimata Makikomi. The falling away thing, it's his safety, it's his outlet, but it keeps up the rate of attacks and it just puts some pressure on Chiara.
Well, that was the Ouchi, wasn't it, there? From we see Chiara do this Ouchi and he does the Osoto and he does it off the grip. And what I mean, oh, look at this. No, that started out. It started out for sure.
Yeah, I don't think there's a score here because the only person that can score...
No, but look how they're out now, so, totally out.
It's good, yeah.
So you can't start an attack outside the area.
Yeah.
So absolutely no chance of a score. So they both went out, it stopped, and then he went again, but 2 feet were outside of the area. Look at all the feet now outside the area, then he went.
Oh, Kawasagake. He tried to throw him with the foot wrapped.
So that's what they were looking at there, the Kawasagaki there, which is tying up the foot. We'll have a look at it now, just so that you can have a look at it. And it's just on top of that foot there, and takes him backwards there. And the Kawasagaki there, not allowed. You're not allowed to go backwards. Once you've tied that foot up there, big chance of a broken foot. So gets on Sokomaki for it, loses the world title. What do you say then? Big lesson, Sheldon, on that one?
Yeah, well, unfortunately, it's not the place where you want to learn. The coach is explaining to him, to the coach's credit as well, exactly what it is. Was a little bit late. And, you know, with that, I don't think that they really... No one means that. Nobody means that. But it's not a question of whether you mean it or not. You carry out an illegal act. And I don't think the boy meant to execute Kawasagake.
But we have people entangling the leg and then changing it to a forward direction. Again, is that lack of information from the coaches? Yes.
We come now to the awarding ceremony for the women in the under 57 kilo category. The medals are being presented by the president of the International Judo Federation, Mr. Marius Visa. And the first of the bronze medal goes to Anna Galute of Latvia. There's a bronze medal also for Savita Russo of Italy. Silver medal goes to Bianca Reis of Brazil. But the gold medal goes to Litoi Chanabam of India. Well, Neil, I have been, around for a while, and it's the first time that I've ever said gold medal at the World Championships for an Indian athlete. That's a terrific
Brilliant.
achievement.
I mean, it's amazing. I mean, I've been commentating some of the wrestling, and they do have gold medalists in the wrestling, but to have them in the judo, this is going to do great things for their program. Wow. What a performance from her as well. She was tactically so aware in that final. Thought it was brilliant. I thought she did really well.
Well, I'm just thinking about that region. You go a little bit further east, and you go off to, up and east.
Towards Mongolia.
Yeah, you don't even have to go that far. You can go to Uzbekistan,
China.
Diora Keldiyorova of Uzbekistan at 52 kilos.
Yeah.
And now the national anthem of India.
Wow, that was great, wasn't it? To hear a different national anthem. That gave me tingles, that did. Absolutely brilliant. She didn't bat an eyelid either. She just really taken it in her stride. Great semi-final, great final. Wow.
Our medalists, women under 57 kilo. Your applause, please. Multi-medalist and world cadet champion in this category.
Great. And just to clear up something about the save, a very good friend of mine from the United States of America has just clarified exactly what the baseball meaning is, and that is when the team that has a lead in baseball changes the pitcher, and another pitcher comes in and keeps that lead for them. It's a save. It's a slightly different thing.
Saves the day.
Yes, it's a save.
Yeah.
But
I like it.
Thanks very much for that. We always appreciate contact with you. But I'm sure you'll agree with us, with Neil and myself here, that the save for us in judo is if you're the number one seed, you don't make it and you come back in and take a bronze.
It's the
go with that.
hardest route through. Sometimes the bronze medal match is the hardest. Got to dig deep and you've got to go again.
Right. Coming up next, we've got the next of the weight categories. Where's my contest order here? It is the under 63 kilo category, the first of the bronze medal contests. Lenka Tomankova of Slovakia goes up against Sagda Gonim of Egypt. It'll be Tomankova in the white judogi, Gonim in blue, and the referee in the middle for this one is Veli-Matti Karinkanta of Finland.
Well, halfway there. Two more weight categories to come. One in the ladies, one in the men's. And what entertainment we've had so far. Two attacks already to Mankova. There's the third, Uchimata. What an Uchimata that was. And, well, she set it up with the first two. The third one there, she just hooks in for the Uchimata, hops the support foot through, and bang, over she goes. There's the hop through there, and there's the finish. What a beautiful finish. All in seconds there. Didn't take long. Well, we talk about having body language there, but she hit with two techniques immediately, and well, her opponent never got off go, did she? Gonim obviously had to fight well to get this far, and she just never got off go. She never put an attack in, and I think a little bit of nerves, a little bit of everything.
I think Neil has missed the play on words there. Gonim never got off go. Oh, Neil. Right. Coming up next, the second of the bronze medal contests in the under 63 kilo category. Kushida Razukabidova of Uzbekistan goes up against Emily Starzer of Austria. It'll be Razok Berdieva of Uzbekistan in the white judogi, Starzer of Austria in blue, and the referee in the middle for this one is Orlando Cruz of the Dominican Republic.
Razok Berdieva then almost did exactly the same there, just straight in for the attack, straight away there. This time Ashiguruma and just almost took her over. So far, Razok Berdieva is the one that's piling in the attacks here. Oh, now then, that's Ippon. It's got to be Ippon, is it? Oh, there, well, Wazari given there. She follows it through to Newaza. They might just have a little look at that to see the landing, because that Kosoto there.
Yeah, I'm going to go with a bigger score here.
Well, yeah, I think they might give Ippon for that. Tanio Tosh there, Razok Berdieva there, he didn't have the sight, did he?
Exactly.
The referee didn't have the sight.
In the end, he was hunting, looking for the landing, so he couldn't see. And they have indeed.
So they have given the Ippon?
Yeah, Ippon, yeah. Well, you called it as soon as you saw the landing, but we had a better position, oddly enough, because normally the referee has the best position. Well, that was huge, Neil. Oshida Razokberdieva of Uzbekistan takes the second of the bronze medals in the under 63 kilo category with a beautiful left Tanio Toshi.
Just right there, look at that. She directs it as well, doesn't she? She has good control with the arms.
That was the best angle, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was
because
the best,
you saw completely
absolutely see it. It just
the back number disappear.
Else, yeah.
Well, we come now to the final of the under 63 kilo category. Sinem Oruk of Turkey goes up against Franziska Schlögl of Austria. It's Oruk in the white judogi, Schlögl in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Roberto Correa of Chile. Now, I think, if I'm not mistaken, that her teammate, who we've just seen lose, Starzer, fought Oruk in the European Cadet Championships, and lost to her. So we're going to have to see whether Schlögl can come up with some revenge.
Uchimata! Oh, wow. What a start that was. Looked like the Uchimata was going over there. She almost got countered. Well, she did get countered. Well, Oruk does the attack. Watch the Uchimata and watch this counter. Beautiful counter there. Wasn't sure whether she got the landing for that. Let's have another look at the landing here.
No.
I don't think she did either. But no, it didn't look like it to me, and they've taken it off. So the side has got to go onto the tatami. Chigari. Oh, and that's going to be Ippon. What an Ippon that was there. Orak scores Ippon in the final, and that was a beautiful Chigari. What a great driving Chigari that was. Really controlled the back, didn't she? Beautiful change of direction there, and it was a change of direction. It went from one way to another, and wow, Turkey have world champion. Watch it, starts here, then she changes again, pulls down on the sleeve there, and the right arm there is controlling the back. That right arm controls the back, gets the drive. Look at the finish here. You should see that right arm finish it off. And the Sareti hand and the Kazushi hand there working just fantastically there to drive her opponent onto her back. Brilliant.
Well, she's been able to follow up her Cadet European Championship gold medal win with a gold medal here in Sarajevo.
Well, you did say, didn't you, that I hope we get some Ippons.
And we got them again with the Chigari. Beautiful example there. Right, we've got the awarding ceremony for men in the under 73 kilo category. The medals are being presented by the Vice President of the International Judo Federation and President of the European Judo Union, President of the Hungarian Judo Association, Dr. Tot Laszlo. The first of the bronze medals goes to Georgi Mishvelidze of Georgia. There's a bronze medal also for Samardin Muksin Bidinov of Uzbekistan. Silver medal goes to Luka Javakishvili of Georgia. Well, the gold medal goes to Kihara Kato of Japan.
He got better and better as he went through the day. Definitely looked a bit shaky on his first match. I thought he was going to be struggling, but a worthy champion in the end.
And now the national anthem of Japan. Time for the family picture with the VIPs. Should remember this one. You get a picture with the former Olympic champion. You don't want that one to go begging, do you? Mishvelidze and Muksi Bidinov were the bronze medal winners. It was Javakishvili took the silver, but Chiara walked away with the gold medal. Right, well, we've got one more weight category to bring you. It's the under 81 kilo category, and the first of the bronze medal contests features Panagiotis Kevilidis of Greece. He goes up against Dusan Grahovac of Serbia. Kevilidis in the white judogi, Grahovac in blue, and the referee in the middle for this one is Anna Safarikova of the Czech Republic, or Czechia as they like to be called now.
Last category today, bronze medal contest for men under 81 kg. The referee from Czech Republic is Anna Safarikova. Now, welcome to the in white judogi representing Greece, Panagiotis Kevilidis. In blue judogi representing Serbia, Dusan Grahovac.
Well, Grahovac has real support there up in that crowd. My goodness me. Home support, brilliant. And straight away into the Tominagi. Get away with the first one. Got to be a little bit careful with the sacrifice techniques. There's a second one, moved him this time. Oh, now then, was it enough? Don't think it was enough, and I think that quite rightly the referee's just hesitating on those.
Just unmoved.
Yes,
she was. Yeah.
No, she was absolutely correct. You know, it's got to be something really positive. He's got into the hole now, though.
Oh, that's too strong.
Grahovac in the hole down here, and can he keep it secured? He's already gone over 10 seconds. And he has a little look at the clock. Now he readjusts. The crowd are going to go crazy. And away they go. They just... Big smile on his face there. The referee just telling them, just calm it down just a little bit. Just out of respect for the opponent.
Well, that's as good as a home win, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yes, as close as he will have been anyway, sure, absolutely.
They didn't have to come far. Dusan Grahovac.
Tanio Toshi there failed, really, just all started from there, didn't it, really? Just that failed attack, and this is where he drove down and looked for the Osai Komi. Just had to take that leg out, tie up the top half, leg came out, and then just about readjustment of balance then. Just readjust those hips, get the hips down into the mat there. And once it had settled, it was all over.
Well, we've got a second bronze medal contest coming up now. Neil, this time Thomas Pushli of France goes up against Igor Surkan of Ukraine. It'll be Pushli in the white, Jadogi Surkan in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Judita Pisarova of Slovakia.
Well, the French are having an absolutely blinding competition. They really are. They've got 2 golds, they've got a silver, they've got some bronzes as well. Oh, the 2 golds and the silver already with the men, so here they've got a chance of another medal here.
Surkan looking for a save. He was the number 1 seed.
Even Philip's laughing at that. He's going, what's this save bit? And that was a good Tominagi there. And this is the difference, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tominagi and then into the Jujigatami, totally different. Different to what we saw in the semi-finals and where it was directly onto the arm. So there's the Tominagi first, and then the arm comes next. Now then, that was directly onto it, and he gets the submission there, but I think that was directly onto the arm. So they've given the ippon for this. Now they'll have a look at this. I'm sure they will.
They're going to have a look, yeah.
They're going to have a little look to see, and for me, that was directly onto the arm there, and that will be a penalty, I think. You can't tell me that was in 2 parts. Same situation that we had in the semi-finals.
Which is a cancellation of the ippon in the Nishido. Yeah.
So Shido this time.
Yeah.
So hopefully he learns from that because, well, it cost dearly in the semi-finals for one athlete. So Puchli gets a second chance. And this is what I mean about getting movement here. I mean, that secondary movement there. Yoko Tominagi is going to have to be careful with. Now they're going to have to go in, and he does. Sianagi it is. This time Sumigaeshi, has he landed in? He has landed in the hold down, and look at that. Pushli straight on top there. Can he readjust his balance? Yes, he can. And I think he's given it up there. Surkan then made a massive mistake there. Massive. He went in for the Sumigaeshi. Oh, he's just got out 17. At 17. And there's still plenty of time now. Can he get it back? There's the Sumigaeshi there, and he just climbs around the legs there into the hold down. It looked like it was all over. Thank you very much, he says, and directly into the hold down. But now, he's a Wazari down now, and a minute 35 to hold on to this.
Tears were a little bit early. He hasn't lost yet.
No, he hasn't lost, and it's not over yet. Oh, Wazari! Oh, he's pulled it back.
And I tell you what, that was a good Wazari.
It was a really good Wazari, wasn't it? We'll have a look at the landing there. Ouchi. Well, Uchimata then into Ouchi. Little bit of doubt there as to whether it was totally and absolutely. Yeah, for me it was a roll there. It wasn't worth the ippon, but that's just my opinion.
Well, and I'm going to go with what I usually say. The referee's given Wazari.
Accept.
I'm good with Wazari. I cannot see anything that would overturn
He's
that.
gone for the arm again. I can't believe he did that. He's already made one mistake with that. Do you know, this is something that hopefully some of the coaches watching this will look at this and think, this isn't a mistake by the referees, this is a mistake by us.
Yeah.
We don't know the rule. We haven't been teaching this right. We've got to teach it with separation.
Pushley looks a little bit defensive.
And it's all over.
Now.
What an
Doesn't matter.
Uchimata. Oh. Well, it was Mate called.
Be interesting to know what for, because you've got, and it could be for Pushley's overly defensive posture, but now you've taken away
the chance of the
Ippon. The chance, and now he hasn't picked up a Shido, has he? There should have been a second Shido there.
That's it. It's all over now.
How many times do you want it?
Yeah, well, how many times have you got to beat him?
That's better.
Yeah, no tears now. That was amazing there by Serkan. I mean, he really pulled that back. He made a massive mistake at the beginning. I mean, he's got about 4 different Ippons there. One of them counted. Congratulations to him.
The Tomo Inage, he's already on the arm. So it means that during the throwing process, you are on the arm.
Yeah,
so,
the arm straight, absolutely. Yeah. It's intention as well.
Yeah.
You know, my intention is to catch the arm at the end of this movement. Absolutely. Nearly gets held down here. My goodness, we thought that was all over.
17 seconds. Terrific battle.
Wow, bit of drama, and look at that. Still game on. That wasn't Newazard, by the way, to everybody watching. No elbows went to ground there. It's still on. Game on. And although it was very, very low, that Uchimata finishes it off. That was super. What a super contest. Wow.
Well, we come now to the final of the under 81 kilo category. Alisher Samanov of Uzbekistan goes up against Gor Karapetyan of Armenia. It'll be Samanov in the white judogi, Karapetyan in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Jean-Claude Jimby of Gabon.
I think they're both going to go for it. I just feel it in my bones here. Last contest then today.
Colleague of ours has just said there were like 20 Wazaris in that contest. Yeah, it certainly felt like it.
It did, yeah. Brilliant though.
Yeah, great entertainment. Another good day, Neil.
Left against right, these two. Now, who's going to take the chance? Big Surigoshi there.
He's got a habit of letting go with that left hand.
Oh, now then.
Off the ground.
Did they come up? Well, were they coming up off the ground? That's what you've got to ask here. Let's just have a look how they do it. Oh, I think the elbows were down. He might have a point, actually. Look at where the elbows are when they're on the ground. Just one more look at it, if we can.
It does show him.
Just to see it. Both elbows are down, and then they come up off the ground. Wow. Gets the Wazari for it.
Getting the score.
Yeah, gets the Wazari for it.
So with both of them coming up and both standing up.
Yeah, then that's why it was given.
Yeah.
So the youngsters there going through it, just seeing why. Karapetian then now goes for the big Kosoto. He's going to go for the big technique. Woo! Samanov there almost counters him again. Counters the counter.
You have to be strong to stay off that.
Yeah, you
that's
do,
a
yeah.
big, strong effort from Karapetian, and you still manage to get off it.
Wow, these two, Karapetian and Samanov, looking for the big finish. Look how they just scoot back into the middle here.
Just hung on to the belt for
Just
too
a little
long.
bit too long, wasn't it? Yeah. Still got another 2 minutes to go here. Is it going to go that long? Kosoto! And gets the Wazari back. Back and forth. I got Sheldon laughing here. And we're laughing only because this amazing matches. I mean, talk about, there's nothing set here. And I don't know who's going to win here, because one of them's going to score upon. I'm sure of it.
Well, you were saying that it's been so open.
Yeah,
Yes,
as soon
it
as
just
they open
proved
it
it,
up
yeah.
like that. So Wazari a piece. I don't think they want to go into golden score. It's not on their agenda, I don't think. That's his favourite grip there. Big Sorigoshi again. Just so close with that. He knows he can't stay there too long now. He's kind of waiting for it, isn't he, Samanov? Samanov there just playing the waiting game. Well, what a good final this is. Wow.
We've still got a minute left to go. Given the tempo that they've been keeping up, we've got 5 or 6 attacks from each of them to come.
And it's all close quarters as well. They keep coming close. It's not like they're doing it at distance here, these two. Let's get together, see what comes from it. I think he's going to try and climb it again, Karapetian. Watch this. Big arm over. And now he's going to go for it. Oh! I think he had more success with the Kosoto, personally. But, I mean, that hip movement there, Samanov has been able to quell. Now see if he goes for it again. Let's see if he climbs it. Oh, dear me.
He was around the back,
He was around for it. Look how he goes round here. And look how quickly he does a sharp exit from that. He was starting to turn it against him there, wasn't he, Samanov?
Beginning to look as though we're going to need golden score to sort this one out. Left arm around the back from Samanov.
Kosoto!
Again! Just when you thought that he could bring it off.
Like I said, he doesn't want to go into golden score. I don't want to go into golden score. Look at that movement there. And Samanov so close to the counter. So it is going to go into golden score. Got to take your hat off to these two, haven't you? Brilliant.
He's the fighter who is least pleased about going into golden score. He's gone on the belt for too long again. It's just such a bad habit.
Well, they get more time. But how much time do you give them? That's it. Oh, no, it isn't.
No, he right at the death again.
Yeah, just right at the death manages to turn out. For sure, you thought that was it there, didn't you? That was it. Could have been Ippon, and he just manages to get the elbow out and turn onto his front. The amount of effort used by Samanov to avoid that Ippon.
And now a little Koichi from Samanov brings Karapetian down onto his front, but there's no score. He really does look tired now, Neil.
Well, I'm surprised they can stand these two, because what we've seen here has been brilliant. It's not your traditional sleeve lapel, but wow, it's great stuff.
Is there one more twist? Well, whichever way you go, it will be a twist.
Uchigari here, Samanov. Now then, the Uchimata. Now big Sorigoshi. Yes! Karapetian then just gets it in the end, changes direction, and the big hip movement in the end gets it. Ouchi there, first of all, by White. But then in the end there, he just manages to counter, doesn't he? Big hips come across there. That belt grip that you're talking about, Sheldon. And, well, Samanov could do nothing about it.
Do you know, he had a wry shake of the head at the end, Karapetian, as if to say, that could have gone either way.
I think so. I think they both realised that. You know, it was an absolutely fantastic final. Wow.
Gold medal for Armenia. It's Gor Karapetian who takes it.
Well, these are some of the scores. Look at that one. Sumagi Aishi there, and beautifully taken. They both came up off the floor. Look how they come up there. God, just the arch there of that Sumagi there shows the full commitment. And this Kosoto here, well, right back at you, he says. What do you think of that? And that climbing Kosoto was so close on so many occasions. In the end, he scores a Wazari with it. But credit to Samanov, manages to avoid it about 10 different times. And sometimes he manages to turn it as well against his opponent.
We come now to the awarding ceremony for the women in the under 63 kilo category. The first of the bronze medals goes to Khurshida Razokberdieva of Uzbekistan. There's a bronze medal also for Lenka Tomankova of Slovakia. Silver medal goes to Franziska Schlögl of Austria.
Gold medalist and world cadet champion representing Turkey.
But the gold medal goes to Sinem Oruç of Turkey.
Corresponding flowers will be presented.
Thank you, Chief.
For Egypt in Bosnia and Herzegovina, His Excellency Yasser Abdulrahman Ali Sorun.
Because of the... Okay, thank you.
What a performance that was. Just cementing the Turkish women's place.
Well, absolutely. European champion, now world champion.
And now the national anthem of Turkey. As Neil just said, went from being European cadet champion to cadet world champion. It's going to be a year to remember.
Well, and I think that it'll put her in good stead now, you know, to make the transition over as well, you know, and looks like Turkey have a really good system that they're pushing them through as well.
Well, don't go anywhere because we've got one more awarding ceremony to come, and we'll also have a wrap-up at the end. Neil and I can chat about what we've seen today. Hopefully you'll be able to stick around, and I'll tell you what I might start doing, letting you know who's at the top of the prediction league in the standings.
Wouldn't be a bad idea.
I might give the rundown. That will keep a few more people on at the end to hear if they hear
waiting to hear now.
their
If you
name,
don't do it now,
their name. Yeah, I'll do the full competition, the top 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the medal ceremony for the men's under 81 kilogram category.
Yes, so if those of you who've been playing the prediction league, I'm going to give the top 10, but you know it, don't you? Because you can see it yourselves. So
tell them, you've got to tell them.
Well, I
they want to hear their names
I
up
know
in lights.
You just want me to say that I'm not going to say it now. I'm not going to say it because it's already up there. Right, we come now to the awarding ceremony for the men in the under 81 kilo category. The first of the bronze medals goes to Igor Tsurkan of Ukraine. There's a bronze medal also for Usan Gerovac of Serbia. Silver medal goes to Alisha Samanov of Uzbekistan. But a gold medal goes to Gor Karapetyan of Armenia.
What can you say about what we just saw there? Was just truly entertaining. It was great stuff. We expected it, Pons. We got it.
Well, I'll just give who is the leader on the prediction table. No surprise, it's a Georgian, Irakli. He's number one up there. Okay? So.
He'll be really glad that you said that.
Won't
he will.
Won't he just?
Absolutely.
Well, the biggest chair for the week so far
is for Georgia.
No, is Dusan.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national.
He got the biggest chair, didn't he?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes, yes, indeed.
And now the national anthem of Armenia. Right, time for the family picture and time for Neil and I to just have a wrap up on what we've seen today. I'm just going to go with the under 57 kilo category, that gold medal contest where India, Chanabam, took the first ever world title for India. Your thoughts on that, Neil? The under 57 kilo category.
I just thought that it was just an amazing performance, and to see India up there with, and not only that, but she just fought the fight so intelligently. And you looked like she was just waiting, but she picked her moment and catches with the Kosoto. And I thought she was magnificent. I thought she was great in the semi-final, great in the final, and all the way through this World Championships. Well-deserved gold medal. Another
highlight for me was Samaridin Muksibidinov of Uzbekistan over Joshua Delanga. That gripping up could have gone either way.
Absolutely. I mean, it's just amazing, isn't it? You know, we wanted a little bit of excitement there, and you know, when it's like two guys going at it, you know, just toe to toe, and one of them's got to go, and that was the way that was.
And we were talking earlier on in the day about who he reminded us of, and in the end we worked it out. It was Frank de Witt.
Frank de Witt. I mean, Frank de Witt can throw anybody. He can throw anybody for Ippon, but he also goes for Ippon as well, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Just take chances, you know. So people that take chances, but that's what we've seen all the way through this tournament, is the chances that they take because they want to win by Ippon.
In the under 73 kilo category final, Kiara Kato of Japan overcame Luka Javishkishvili. Just
better and better all the way through the day. I thought that he was great in the latter half. You know, I mean, he just got better and better. I mean, he just looked a bit shaky at the beginning, first fight in, but then he got better and better, and a worthy winner in the end.
Lenka Tomankova of Slovakia throwing Sagda Nomin of Egypt with that beautiful Uchimata.
Oh, I mean, it was just beautiful, wasn't it? And she never looked in danger. She never got off go, her opponent. You know, just never got off go.
Sinem Oruç of Turkey winning in that final against Franziska Schlegel as well.
Yeah, again, just brilliant. You know, I mean, you wanted Ippons. You said, I want some Ippons here. That's what you got.
Igor Serkan of Ukraine in that ding-dong battle with Thomas Pushli of France.
Well, in the end, we didn't know which way it was going to go, did we? It went one way, then it went the other way. You know, if you'd have said to us, being a betting man, who are you going to bet on there? And we couldn't have told you at the end. It was just a brilliant match. It was back and forth, and one was winning, then the other one, and just what an incredible end.
Great finish as well from Serkan.
And
then final, we just saw Gor Karapetyan overcome Elisha Samanov in that final of the under 81 kilo category.
Yeah, and again, it was the same kind of fight, wasn't it? You know what I mean? It's just, it was back and forth, and either one could have snatched it in the end. But the good thing about it is that they were looking for the centre of the area. They were looking for the... and we saw some Newaza again, which I like to see, you know. So they've got to go back and just learn the finish of some of the Newaza stuff. But they're brilliant. I'm so impressed.
Philip Greblichli normally holds up a few fingers to tell us what time we're going to be on tomorrow. How many fingers is he holding up? 2. So
it's
that
11.
means 2 o'clock to me. You know, we're going to be back with all the action from day 4 of the Cadet World Championships in Sarajevo at 11 o'clock tomorrow. But from all the broadcast team, Neil Adams and myself, it's bye-bye for now.
Bye for now.
Join IJF NFT.